Today we will speak about the fact that meditation changes the structure of our brain and cuts stress in half. A recent study published in Science Advances has revealed the practicing of mental activities such, for example, meditation and mindfulness training may help reduce stress levels by half. Mental training techniques have been gaining steam due in part to their apparent efficacy in decreasing a person's stress levels and also promoting key values such as attention, mindfulness, or social competencies, including compassion and perspective taking. However, it remains unclear what type of mental activity works best in improving mental health markers, such as structural brain plasticity and brain network changes. A team of researchers at the Department of Social Neuroscience at the Max Planck Institute of Human Cognitive and Brain Sciences in Leipzig, Germany, has carried out an interesting large-scale resource project in order to identify the most effective mental health activity. Interested? The exercises have been carried out 30 minutes a day for 6 days a week, so not a long time if you think a little bit about it. And the researchers have then conducted brain scans to examine the person's stress levels. And now things are getting interesting because the results have shown that specific brain structures and related behavior markers in the practitioners of classical meditation showed significant changes depending on the mental activity that has been practiced over the study period. So according to this study from the Max Planck Institute, mindfulness-based attention training resulted in changes in cortex areas associated with attention and executive functioning. And likewise, they also were doing some tests in order to measure attention, and they found huge improvement in the participants' attention. The research team has also observed that participants who underwent the psychosocial stress test had 51% reduction of the stress level. This is huge. So mindfulness practice lowers stress levels by 51%. Amazing, isn't it? I can only hope that the scientists will arrive a bit sooner to the conclusion that the holistic integral yoga system, which I practice, has said for thousands of years now. The practice of yoga and meditation improves your health, improves your emotional balance, your mental abilities, and more, much more. The experts have also discussed focusing on social connections and the we aspect instead of the I, me, mine, and the mental training in order to reduce social stress. Many people participate in practices such as meditation and yoga because they help us relax. You know that, isn't it? At least those are the immediate effects we feel when practicing meditation or yoga. But much more is happening on a molecular level. The researchers from the Coventry University in England are telling us. Published in the journal Frontiers in Immunology, this new research examined 18 studies on mind-body interventions, they call them. And these include practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and yoga. Comprehensively, these studies encompassed 846 participants over 11 years. The new analysis reveals that mind-body interventions result in molecular changes in the human body. Furthermore, researchers claim that these changes are beneficial to our mental and physical health. To elaborate, consider the effect that stress has on your body. When we are under stress, the body increases the production of proteins that cause cell inflammation. And this is the natural effect of the body's fight or flight response when we are under stress. It is widely believed that inflammation in the body leads to numerous illnesses, including cancer. And moreover, scientists also deduct that persistent inflammation is more likely to cause even psychiatric problems. Unfortunately, many people suffer from persistent stress due to many causes, and therefore they suffer from pro-inflammatory so-called gene expression. But meditation and yoga reverse this damage, so there is good news. Put simply, mind-body interventions cause the brain to steer our DNA processes along a path which improves our well-being. So to conclude, the best way to address the stress in your life is with consistent mind-body interventions. You can begin with simple practices from yoga, meditation, mindfulness. Because in this modern era, millions of so-called workaholics live with their bodies and minds filled with stress. And yet, they mostly blame the outer circumstances instead of the inner processes. If this is you, then you might have to rethink the approach you follow to live your life. Otherwise, you could be at a very high risk of falling ill. So, our brain produces many biologically active chemicals, and every single thought we have subsequently has a physical consequence. This is nothing new. Extreme mental or physical stress has been scientifically proven to lead to immune suppressing diseases and other health problems. So, our brain produces neurochemicals that strengthen the immune system when we are happy, and the brain produces different biochemicals that can weaken the immune system when we are stressed or depressed or fearful or anxious or tensed. This stress also makes us unhappy. And yoga meditation is an excellent solution to release stress and stay also happy and fit. Yoga has the ability to enliven the mind and reduce daily stress. I have been practicing it for 30 years and I recommend it warmly. In other words, yoga and meditation has the power to make you feel refreshed and to eliminate stress. Ancient yoga practitioners and philosophers had great insight into what can make one happy. One can only be happy when she chooses to stay happy by adopting optimistic and positive behavior. So let's do our best to stay positive. Here is some super simple yoga exercises that can increase your happiness and decrease your stress. So now we will do what it is called wrist and finger stretch. This pose starts by extending your arms over your head, and you draw circles inwards and outwards, completely interlocking your arms this way. Following this, spread your fingers and close the fist. Spread your fingers, close your fists. Then place your arms with your palms facing upwards in front of you and apply gently a downward pressure on each palm to stretch the wrists. So you stretch and hold for 5-10 breaths, because this will help with better blood flow. When the blood flow in the body increases, all other systems work more effectively and efficiently. Subscribe and get access to all the training videos, those already published and the ones on their way. I wish you a wonderful day.